one day this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will they be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream. My poor little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream.
When I think about race, the first thing that jumps in my head is how the soul era and civil rights era has been idolatized and made static in time. Like everything that anyone who identifies as non-white has to live up to what happened in the 60s. And it's kind of paralyzing. Hopeful at times, inspiring at times, but paralyzing too.
I got light hair, I got really light skin, and I passed. What that meant for me as a kid, being with my mother who's darker skinned, she's more obviously, you can even call it mestiza. And that just made for really uncomfortable times growing up. Where people thought my mom was my nanny.
I don't think we're all the same. I never will think anybody's all the same. I think sometimes we need to differentiate ourselves, and difference is good. And like, I like the community and knowing that I'm a black woman, you know?
Really, it depends on the situation. But I think it's easier to say that I'm black because I look black, and that's what people expect, that's what people see. And instead of trying to break down all these barriers or shatter people's expectations, I just say black.
When I think about race, it gives me an initial feeling of guiltiness when it's something I shouldn't feel, because Americans have made me feel that because I'm a minority, I'm able to get these special privileges such as affirmative action or getting into colleges, when it's really not the case. When these types of actions are needed to backtrack the racism.
Exactly how do you feel? What in the case if there is a mixed marriage? I mean, there is mixed kids, black, white, Asian, like whatever. It's just how you feel, I think so. I think so. That's my personal opinion.
As Roderick Ferguson writes, race both accounts for the logics by which institutions differentiate and classify, include and exclude, and names the process by which people internalize those logics. Ferguson further expands on this notion of race by saying that it shapes the meaning and profile of citizenship and labor. It makes the body of text upon which histories are inscribed, and it helps people locate ways in which identities are constituted. And though race is not inherently biological, but a product of social construction, it has real material effects. The meanings and implications of race are produced and invested in by those same social institutions, as well as through cultural representation. Thus, race perpetually confronts our ideas of freedom and power. However, in today's transnational world, race incites dialogue of the moral and of morality. In his book of the Social Contract, Jean-Jacques Rousseau suggests that a man's transition from the state of nature to civil society affects a moral change in him. In civil society, he is ruled by justice rather than instinct, and through this objection ascends to freedom and rationality. Today we ask ourselves, how shall we negotiate the restricting and limiting notions of race while embracing and celebrating that which makes us different?